you can see here picture. What does this picture imply? Can you guess what does this picture imply? This picture implies that all are different. See their dressing. Their dressing is different. Their way of time here is different. Their height is different, but they all are one. The feeling of belongingness of one is given. That is what this is unity in diversity. Now we will move to the subsequent topics. We will be seeing what is prejudice, what is the meaning of prejudice, how prejudice leads to discrimination. So all these we are going to study in this chapter. Let us continue. So, difference and prejudice. There are many things that make us what we are. How we live, the language we speak, what we eat, what we wear, the games we play, and the things we celebrate. All of these are influenced both by geography and history of the place where we live. So, what does it imply? This implies that we all are different. We all like different sort of games. Some would be liking to play football. Some would be liking to play cricket. So, every human is different in some other aspect. That is why diversity exists. Now, there are 8 major religions in the world. Underline this 9. There are 8 major religions in this world. Every single one of them is practiced in India, and each religion is practiced in India. We have more than 1600 languages. If I talk about languages, there are more than 1600 languages that are people's mother tongue, and there are more than 100 dance forms. So how many religions are there? 8. How many languages? More than 1600. And how many dance forms? More than 100. Yet this diversity is not always celebrated. This is because we feel safe and secure with people who look, talk, dress and think like us. Now tell me, are you going to make everyone your friend in your class? No. Absolutely no. Definitely not going to make everyone your friend. Why? Because you are not having that liking or that sense of friendliness with everyone. It is why? Because they may differ in some other aspects. Your liking would be different, their liking would be different. So you generally make friends who are similar to you or have the habits as you have. So this is what I am trying to understand you the concept of diversity. Now you will see what is prejudice. Let me tell you the meaning of prejudice. Prejudice refers to an opinion which you form about others even without meeting with them. Basically it is a negative opinion. What kind of opinion it is? It is negative opinion. So the negative opinion which you have in your mind for someone or something like that is called prejudice. And when you actually practice this prejudice, it is called discrimination. For example, it might be that you speak English well and you are not liking the person who is not speaking English to that level. So, if you are going to practice it, if you are going to say, no, you can't speak English well, you can't be my friend. This is what discrimination. And what is prejudice? If you are having an opinion that that person is coming from Bihar or from some other place, he is not knowing the language English. So this opinion, this negative opinion about that person, ये जो नकारात्मक सोच है कि इस इंसान को ये नहीं आता होगा, ये सोच, this is called prejudice, biased opinion. And when you actually practice this opinion in reality, that is called discrimination. So hope the meaning of diversity and prejudice and discrimination is clear to you all. Now see students, you can see the word prejudice here. Prejudice means to judge other people negatively. As I told you all, that when you are judging someone negatively, you have formed an opinion about something or some person, negative opinion even without meeting to them actually. That is called prejudice, a biased opinion. When we think that only one particular way is the best and right way to do things, we often end up not respecting others, and sometimes we do not respect that person who may prefer to do things differently. They may prefer to do things differently. They may be good at something else. For example, if you think English is the best language, I gave example right here. Now, I think that English is the best language and other languages are not as important. So, and what happens is that we are judging these other languages negatively. That means someone is coming to me, or I haven't met the person, and I know that one of my friends, one of my relative or friend, anyone, is coming from this state. And I formed an opinion in my mind that he is not knowing very much. It is not up to my standard. So this negative opinion is called prejudice. But when that person came to me and if I say, oh, please stay away from me, you don't know this language well, that is called discrimination. That means I am discriminating that person on the basis of language. So discrimination exists on various bases. Discrimination exists on the basis of caste, creed, religion, gender. So discrimination is a big concept which is prevailing in our country. And it's not that it is completely removed. No, it is still prevailing. So as an educationist, when you all are taking education, you need to understand we need not to discriminate people. We need not to form a negative opinion about others. I will narrate a story for you all. There is a story of a boy. His name is Amit. What happened? His classmates were playing football and he was also playing with them. He was a bit blackish in color, and he often referred as Kallu. So what his friend used to say? His friend used to say, Kallu, pass the ball. Now this hurted him a lot. Once he ignored. Another time again they called, and what happened? The boy lost his focus. He lost his focus on the ball, and somewhere he started thinking about why the people are referring to me as Kallu. This was noticed by the principal who was going from that way to his room. The principal was going to a principal room and he noticed the boy Amit with the tears in his eye. The principal went to the boy and asked that why are you crying? Though he understood the situation, Amit told him, narrating this, all these things, whatever happened with him. But then ultimately what happened? Principal called the boys and made them realize that this is very ashamed act which you are doing. You cannot refer a person as Kallu when someone is fat and moving. This is not absolutely accepted. You all are studying, so you should abide this word. And the boys realized that yes, this is wrong, and they made Amit feel a part of him. After that, what they did, they stopped saying him Kallu. They started him calling by his name and started making him feel as they used to make with other friends. So see students, this happens around us. Sometimes we refer like this. You must be calling to a teacher, to a friend, to a person nearby you by some or other name. Why? Just seeing the physical personality, just seeing the color, just seeing the way of dressing. So these all exist. This prevail among ourselves, this prevail in the environment. So we need to understand the three terms, the diversity. As I told you, what is the meaning of diversity? Once again, diversity is different. How different? If I am standing here, someone else is standing, and you recognize both of us. You will know that it is Priyanka. How? Because you know the personality, you have seen my face. I am not saying I am not identical to that person. I am different. So that is what diversity. Diversity is also necessary because everyone will be identical. It will be prejudice. So that is why diversity is required. But sometimes diversity leads to prejudice, and prejudice leads to discrimination. So this concept should be understood by you all as I discussed. Now let us see next. Stereotype. Now you can see another word, stereotype. What is the meaning of stereotype? Stereotype is again means a notion. There is a notion, there is an idea in your mind. What